I'm going to be telling you 25 more secrets that you probably didn't know in the new volcano updates part 2 in 99 Nights in the Forest. For the very first secrets, if you go behind the missing kid board, you will see something on there that wasn't there before. It's a hint that the creators gave us on how to dodge this new enemy. But who's the new enemy? If you watched my previous video on the volcano updates, you would have seen these little secrets around the map. But now the beast has woken up and it's finally here. And one of its abilities is a charging move where it runs really fast towards you, trying to knock you out. But if you read the hint that was on the back of the board, it tells you to move to the left or to the right to avoid its charge. But if you try to get on it, I don't know what was going on in my head. It will still hit you. His charge is so powerful that it can knock down a tree, but not the big ones. Ayo. And also one other thing, when it charges, it will push up any animals right in front of it. So be very careful what's chasing you. If you go into the volcano biome, you will be able to find the King's Cultist Castle. This is where you're able to summon the king himself. All you need is 4 cultist gems in order to summon him, and you place them in these podiums right here. And after doing so, this animation will happen. And get ready to fight, because he's not easy to take down. But if you manage to take him down, he will drop some loot. And one of those loots is this antler right here. What exactly does that do? Well, I'll show you later in the video. Are you able to sacrifice the king? He does indeed count as a sacrifice. He doesn't count as 1, but 2 sacrifices, which is crazy. But here's a really sad secret. If you make the king follow you all the way into the volcano, and you somehow make it where he falls into the lava, he won't be sacrificed. I thought this could be a shortcut to take him down quicker, but it doesn't work. After you take him down, you will receive this award right here. I have no idea how it's pronounced, but I think it's called usurpation. You know what, forget it. One very forgotten secret. What can you do with the basketball? You can't burn it, you can't put it in the grinder, but what if you make the basketball inside the basketball court? Does it give you an award or a prize? Well, I tried many times to try to make it in until finally I did, and it did nothing. So I wasted like 20 minutes for nothing. If you find a scorpion and you kill it, there is a chance it drops this scorpion shell. And what exactly can you do with this scorpion shell? Well, if you still remembered earlier in the video, I was going to talk about the antler once again. Well, this is where this is how it's used for. Make sure to have 1 cultist antler and 6 scorpion shells, and head to the anvil building to make yourself the infernal helmet. And boom, you will have yourself the best helmet in the game, since it provides top tier protection and also the ability to relax in the hot steamy bath, since it makes your character fireproof. One thing I want to say before I talk about the next secrets, I do apologize for the misinformation on my last video, but you are actually able to fish in the volcano biome. And there's 2 exclusive fishes that you're able to get in this biome, one of them being the lava eel, and the other one is called the lionfish. And after reeling one of these lava fishes, they actually cannot get there is a new item that you're able to get in the hot chest, and it's this right here. This is called the sacrifice totem, and you are actually able to use this totem right here as a sacrifice inside the volcano, but it won't count as 1 sacrifice but 2, similar to the king. One quick experiment I wanted to do: if you sacrifice certain cultists, will it do anything? So I divided the cultists up, and for the first experiment I dropped 8 cultists all together, and it gave me this. Just a gem. And so I did the same but for the crossbow cultist, and I ended up getting some cultist gems. So I don't think it does anything. For the part 2 of the volcano biome updates, we finally have some mammoths. Whoa! Oh! We now have mammoths in the game, and these are tough as always. And if you decide to bring the mammoth inside the volcano, it can't get sacrificed. One weird secret, I don't know if it happened to you guys, but I've been getting a lot of weird lag issues where this ends up happening. And not only did it happen once, it happened to me twice actually. And it costed me 400 Robux because I had to revive myself every single time. But the first time this happened to me was when I was trying to do the king ritual. Like literally nothing was happening and I was kind of confused on what I had to do. But I did every single step correctly. It's just that the game wasn't really working properly. And as you see, I did waste another 200 Robux. So hopefully the developers fix that. So I'm kind of curious on what this new creature is exactly. In the update log, it says the ram has woken up. In the depths of the volcanic biome, something is stirring. The creature is rumored to have a rage that cannot be controlled. Anyone smart will stay far away from it. Even the deer and the owl won't go near it. Whoa, so this thing is above the deer and the owl. Scary ram creatures. I guess that's a good way to start it. Oh, the Colorado, I don't want to say the word, ram. Okay, this looks more familiar to to the deer. Yo, I want to be this ram. Is a I don't even know how to say that. Predatory cryptid that stalks and pastures and farms in northwest Colorado. It is a formidable rival of northern wendigos. So that explains why the deer is scared of him. The deer is a wendigo and he's, the rival of the wendigos. What is a cryptid? They actually give a good example on what it is. It's an animal such as Sasquatch or the Loch Ness Monster that has been claimed to exist but never proven to exist. So the Colorado Colorado D-Ram. It stands at 7.5 feet tall. If we were to compare it to this, there's not much similarity. The ram in 99 Nights actually has like that little curvature, but this one is just straight up, So it weighs 280 pounds and it's a type of wendigo, I guess. So these guys will never attack at the same place twice without a new method. Okay, so this is what I want. The origin of the Colorado D-Ram began at the start of the 19th century as American settlements began establishing across the Colorado counties. The territory was in high demand with many farmers using the fertile land for farming and breeding livestock. Poor families and travelers will often enter these properties begging for food and water for survival. Those who were unfortunate to receive donations were left to primal urges for survival, which means their instincts kicked in and they're gonna do anything to survive. The combination of loss of will to live and consuming tainted or cursed meats of an animal became the catalyst of transforming into a D-Ram. So this shows a picture of someone who has the loss of will to live because they had nothing, and I guess soon enough he's gonna turn into what we see in the game. That's a lot of reading. I'm not reading all that. And they're located around these parts of the country. All right, that is not a D-Ram. Yo, what they call my boy lacking? He's just chilling. So I guess that's everything about the D-Ram, or also known as the Ram. All right, back to the secrets. But just saying, you are able to summon him as many times as you want, but there is a cooldown. And I believe you can only summon him once every day or every 5 minutes. I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong. After killing the boss, there's a chance you get this crossbow right here. This is called the Infernal Crossbow. This is a better version than the normal crossbow because if you hit an enemy with it, they will actually take burn damage. And so while you're reloading, the enemy will slowly still die even though you're not shooting it. And not only that, after the enemy dies, if it's an animal, the meat that it drops, it will be cooked right away, making this the better crossbow. If you end up crafting the hammer, you are able to pick up furniture and different items. But not many people know that you can't pick up the traps. Once you put them down, they are stuck there forever until they get broken. This is a really cool secret that many people don't actually know about. If you get torches and you place them down, they expand your base by just a little bit. And if you decide to pick them up using the hammer, nothing happens and you still get the expansion of the base. But if you place it down, then it does affect it. So if you place every single torch you can and you pick them up, as you can see, nothing happens and you still get the expansion of the base until you actually place down a torch, then it will affect it. But this is pretty neat. The paintbrushes are still in the game and you can only obtain them when the furniture trader appears. You just pick one up for free and that's pretty much it. I thought they actually removed it entirely because they were pretty much gone from the fishing cabin. I don't know why the developers would put them in the fishing cabin since it's a fishing cabin, but this works. One useless secret: when it's raining, the wood will get wet and it takes roughly 10 seconds for it to dry up. Also part of the updates, we're now able to see the locations of certain things on the map, those being the volcano and where the king resides, but not the machine that creates the ammo when you put fuel in it. If you have the Inferno helmets, will you still be sacrificed? The answer to that was yes, and I lost all my progress because of that. Someone had to take one for the team. But anyways, thank you so much for watching the whole video. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.